après-midi à tous. D'abord, merci à tous d'être présents aujourd'hui pour l'ouverture de notre 4e Huawei Experience Store à Port-Louis, centre de Lille. Comme vous pouvez le constater, c'est un... Non, j'ai pas de micro, désolé. C'est un nouveau Experience Store pour justement être plus proche de nos clients Huawei. Aussi d'apporter cette expérience à nos clients pour qu'ils puissent venir dans le store, voir nos produits, les tester, qu'on ait justement nos customer service aussi qui sont là pour expliquer à nos clients tout ce qu'il y a dans nos produits, toutes les innovations que nous avons apportées sur nos produits. On a aussi un dedicated service center qui est juste à côté, où le client aujourd'hui n'a pas besoin d'attendre qu'une semaine pour une réparation, il ne fait que venir, il attend moins d'1 heure et on répare son téléphone en fonction de la réparation bien entendu. Et aujourd'hui, puisque vous êtes là aussi, nous allons profiter pour faire en avant-première une présentation d'un produit qui arrive un peu plus tard, en août, mais qui je pense vaut le détour aujourd'hui pour voir justement la stratégie globale de Huawei, qui est d'avoir aujourd'hui des produits connectés, que ce soit à travers le smartphone, que ce soit à travers le sound system de Vialet qu'on a juste derrière vous, le Soundex, et aussi, le plus important, sur notre nouveau laptop. Donc je vais laisser mon collègue Ahmed vous présenter un peu tous les produits phares, donc le P40 Pro, le Soundex et le tout dernier MateBook de Huawei. Merci, on se repart juste après.
Just watched, it's the Huawei vision of making a connected ecosystem. So connected ecosystem meaning that you can connect so many devices with one tap, you switch between them, and this is to make your life easier. So in the center of all these devices is your smartphone. The smartphone usually it's an extension of yourself. Like you have to have it everywhere. It has your contacts, it has your messages, it has your best memories on your smartphone. So what's better phone that we can use in this ecosystem than the P40 Pro? So the P40 Pro is the latest flagship for Huawei this generation, and it's available in Mauritius I think since roughly 1 month now. And the P40 Pro is a kind of device to give you the best experience in your daily life, to make your life easier. So let's talk first about, for example, the display. So the display on the P40 Pro, we call it the Huawei Overflow display, and it's a really unique display for a reason. The display here, as you can see, it's curved on the 4 corners. Usually when you get a curved display, you get it curved only on the sides. But this display is curved on the 4 corners, so it will give you really immersive experience, especially for content, full screen content. For example, like watching videos or playing games. A kind of screen like that, it has really small frame around it, so it will give you really nice experience in the full screen content. So the display is the first thing that actually you will see. So it's a high resolution display. It's a big display without making the phone huge. So having the frame around the display slim, which means you still can manage the phone with one hand. If you go at the back, and this is actually one of the unique designs that are available in the market right now, that when you look at this phone, you will instantly recognize it that it's P40 Pro for 2 reasons. First, the camera array, like the shape of the camera, and this color. So this color we call it silver frost. It is still gloss, but it's a matte gloss. So the matte finish here will achieve something that is most of the people with gloss phones suffer from, which is fingerprint. When you hold the phone with your hand without a case, it will attract a lot of fingerprint. But the fact that the finish of the phone here is matte, so it can stay clean for longer time without using a case. And actually, being matte and shiny at the same time, so as you can see, if I move the phone underneath the light, it still can reflect the light. So it's a very unique color, and as you can see, when you look at it, or when you're using the P40 Pro, it has like the very unique ID, and it feels premium. For the cameras, and the cameras is a big part of the P40 Pro, because the P series usually, it's directed or give you the best camera experience on any smartphone. And P40 Pro is improving upon the P30 Pro from last year by having the quad Leica camera. So the quad Leica camera here, we have the main camera is the 50 megapixel that will help you take clearer pictures, and also the phone is being what we call it a low light champion. So P40 Pro is one of the best smartphones in the world right now that can take photos in low light. It can take photos in nearly darkness because the sensor captures 200% light compared to the regular RGB sensor. Also, if you need to capture a wider angle, we have the cine lens, which is 40 megapixel. This will help you fit more people or objects in the same shot. And also cine lens, meaning it will take really high quality videos. So the ultra wide angle lens, the 40 megapixel, it will help you take wider angle photos and better quality videos with a smooth transitions and frame rate. Then we have the zoom camera. So if something that you can't reach out or something far from you, so you can still use the telephoto, the 12 megapixel camera that can zoom up to 5 times optical zoom. Optical zoom meaning here, it's a big deal because when you zoom optical zoom meaning that you won't lose any quality. For example, if you're shooting something with the 12 megapixel camera, if you zoom on it so much with this camera, you won't lose any quality when you're within the 5 times zoom. This is actually the camera experience you get is Huawei leading in the camera experience each generation, and with P40 Pro it's even improvement since the last generation. If we're talking about the battery, so the P40 Pro has big battery. It has one of the fastest charging technology in the world right now. It's called Huawei Supercharge. So you can charge at 40 watt. So 40 watt meaning you can charge the phone from 0 to 70% in just 30 minutes. Sometimes you're in a hurry, you want to charge your phone and you don't have enough time to spend leaving the phone on the charger. Just 15 minutes can give you about 40 to 45 minutes of battery. So that's a great, something great for people who are always on the run and they don't have like a charger on them or a place to plug the charger. So this is the P40 Pro. And as I explained to you in the beginning, this will be the core element in the connected experience because the phone is the tool that will help you connect to the other devices in the Huawei ecosystem. So the next device that we will talk about is the MateBook 13. And actually, some of you have like been in the presentation for the P40 Pro. The P40 Pro is available already in the market since quite some time. This is the first time we talk about the MateBook 13 here in Mauritius. So MateBook 13 meaning that the MateBook is 13-inch. And the screen size here has a story. Most of the people, you being working in the press, you have to do a lot of text, you have to spend your time on either a desktop or a laptop. And the like regular laptop or the laptop that most of the people use is the 15.6 inch, right? What's the problem about the laptops, the 15.6 inch? What's the problem? It's actually many problems. But it's bulky, it's heavy. When you're holding it in your shoulder for a long time, you feel pain in your shoulder, and that's a big problem, right? So we're trying to solve this by offering you something that will enhance your user experience and make you more productive. So, 13-inch, people think that a 13-inch screen, I will show you the laptop in a bit, it's really small. Well, that's not true, because the screen is high resolution. When you're using the laptop, usually using it maybe, let's say, 20 centimeters away from you, 30 centimeters from you, or maybe if you're putting it on a table and you're sitting a little bit far, we can say half meter, right? So the screen size, even if it is 13-inch, you will still be able to get the best experience. So it's not actually about the size of the display, but what's the quality of the display. So we will talk about the display in a bit, but Huawei here aiming with this line of laptops, the MateBook 13 or the MateBook like lineup overall, to offer you a lighter, slimmer, smarter, and faster laptop. So first, let's talk about the first to see. Let's take each aspect that we, or each pain point of a laptop with a customer and try to talk about it, each one in its own time. Okay, so we take lighter. So usually, like I told you that 15.6-inch laptops are heavy laptops. Like it's heavy to the point that if you're holding it in a bag, alongside with its charger, you're feeling that you're holding something. It's not like you can't stand a lot with it, you can't walk a lot with it, and if you have to do that, then you will feel pain in your shoulder, right? So lighter laptop, it's something important to solve this problem. So the MacBook 13 here is only 1.3 kilogram, meaning it's less than 1.5 kilogram. So the laptop is really light, and being really light, meaning that even if you're not holding it in a bag, you can hold it like this. This is a true ultrabook. Okay, so MacBook, from the name, it's really light, and it's really portable. Because laptop is something really important to be portable. You won't put a laptop on your desk all the time. You want to move with it, so it's really important to be light. And speaking of light, that's the charger of the MacBook 13. That's the charger brick. As you can see here, it's a USB-C, right? So any USB cable will connect from the laptop itself to the charger, and you can charge your laptop. So this charger is 65 watt, meaning also it supports fast charging. So you can charge here for 15 minutes, it can give you up to 2.5 hour fuse. So you can use the laptop for 2.5 hours for just 15 minutes charge. So this charger being a USB-C, meaning what? Meaning you can charge your phone with it also. So you don't have this big power brick in your bag that you have to get it entangled, you have to untangle it and then connect it to a laptop. Here only a USB cable with this power brick and you're good. So this is the first thing. Right, anyone wants to hold the laptop? Florian, you want to hold it?
Just hold it.
You have to give it back.
Only hold it.
You have to give it back.
So you confirm it's lighter.
So 1.3 kilogram, meaning that it's really light. The second part is slimmer. Most of the laptops the mainstream laptops that exist in the market are usually really thick, meaning so a laptop that is really thick, again, when you put it in a bag, 15-inch, you will need a special bag, and this won't be like a pleasant experience because you need a special bag for only a laptop. Here we're having less than 1.5 centimeter, like we're talking about 14.9 millimeter. Okay, so that's less than 1.5 centimeter. So it's really slim laptop. So really slim. Again, when you look at it, again, I'm holding it just like I'm holding a book. This is the natural way to hold a laptop, not to have a special bag for it. Yeah, of course you can put it in a bag, but again, slimmer is better for the user experience. The third part is faster. So faster here meaning we can talk about it in so many ways. First, we have the Core i7, the 10th generation Core i7. This is the latest processor from Intel. And let's do a quick. Okay, so this Core i7 meaning that you will get the latest performance, and also it has the NVIDIA MX 250. So this means if you are a person, and some of you might relate, video editing, you will have to have a good GPU to accelerate, especially in Adobe Premiere. Can be something really important for you when you have a dedicated GPU for sometimes even gaming. You can do that on this laptop. Also SSD. SSD is the latest technology and the storage. We have 512 gigabyte SSD here that can put the device from completely shut down to booting the Windows for use in less than 8 seconds. So this is something great. It's a great experience to have. You have like the phone, the laptop is really fast, and when you are loading big files, again for people who do video editing, maybe one file can be like 6 or 7 gigabytes from out of the camera if you're shooting 4K, for example. These files can be really heavy when you load it on an HDD or hard drive, a mechanical drive. So SSD will make your experience much faster and much better when you're doing a professional work. Don't forget one thing, these laptops with these specs are usually targeted with people who are doing like professional work, professionals. So having a faster laptop, this is one of the most important things to have in a laptop. The second point is smarter. A smarter here got to do with the software. Okay? So all the laptops in the market are running Windows. If you don't want Windows, then you can use Linux. If you don't want Linux, then you will have to pay way more to get Mac OS, right? So Windows is the operating system is running on the most laptops that exist in the market, right? So you get the similar experience. But here Huawei built over Windows some features that only available on Huawei laptops. We call this Huawei Share or Huawei One Hub. So for this presentation, I will just show you how the One Hub works and how it can make your life easier.
Le temps qu'il installe va être rapide, et juste pour vous dire que vous, les médias, Patrice peut témoigner, Florian, ou même Ryan et Harry qui fait beaucoup de montage, ce laptop-là, il est fait aussi et surtout pour vous, les médias. Vous traitez beaucoup d'informations, vous allez découvrir beaucoup d'informations, et vous allez voir ce qu'on va vous montrer juste là. Ça va vraiment vous plaire, et la caisse est juste là, le stock on l'aura, donc n'hésitez pas.
Okay, so as you can see, here I'm connecting my laptop on the main screen, on the big screen to show you what I'm doing. So B40 Pro here can connect just with one tap to the laptop to do some tasks. This uses the NFC. NFC is a chipset built on the back of the phone, which it's called near field communication, meaning that it just works on a really close range. So when I touch my P40 Pro to the laptop like this, you will feel a vibration, or like you will get a notification for sound, and then you will allow. So what happens here? I'm seeing my phone on the laptop. Okay, if I want to communicate with my laptop through the PC, so I can do that. Like for example here. This laptop also has a touch screen, so I can connect to my laptop through the PC itself. So how this can be useful, right? So let's make a simple demonstration with the camera, right? If I open the camera on my phone, you see what here? So this is the camera on the B40 Pro, and I can control it from my laptop. If I take a photo here, okay? Now I didn't touch my phone, I'm just holding the phone in the right position. Okay? What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna open the photo I just took. as you can see here, I'll put it on full screen. So this is the photo I just took. What if I want to move this photo to my laptop? It's really simple. I will just long press on the photo and move it to the desktop. What just happened? I copied the photo from the phone to the laptop with one tap. Now it's on the laptop. So this is like a simple copy and paste through drag and drop. What if I want to do the reverse? What if I want to move this photo from the PC to the phone? It's really simple. So I have the photo here. I will go on my phone. I will open the file manager here. Okay, internal storage. For example, I will go for download. Again, I will do the same thing. I will just take the photo from here and drag it to the phone. Now it's on the phone. So it's drag and drop, moving files from the PC to the phone and vice versa for just drag and drop. Okay? This also can be a nice application for if you want to watch a video, for example. Like I will open, as you can see here, I have Netflix on my home screen. I will play a video. I'll put it on full screen. Now we're watching Netflix directly from your phone. This is not on the PC, this is playing on the phone. And you can watch the video on a big screen. This connected to each other. This file again, it's on the internet, it's not on the PC. This is Netflix on the phone. So this is something also no other laptop can do. So communicating between the laptop and the PC, you can do so many tasks. Let's do one more thing. Sorry for cutting the movie for you. You can watch it later. So, let's say I have a text here. Alright? This is the list that I have to cover for this presentation. So I was just saving it in a text. Alright? If I want to copy this list here, right? And I will go in the notes on my phone. Here's the notepad. I will open another note. Watch this. The text was on my PC, right? If I go on my phone, here, and I long press, what will happen? Paste. The text was on my PC, and I copied to my phone. So it's sharing the clipboard. Meaning that if you have a text on one of the devices, you can paste it on the other without just writing it all over again. So this means we are sharing the clipboard for the copy and paste for Windows. Okay? Then I will save my note here. So if I open the note, I will have the note here ready for me when I want to use it. Okay? The last thing, and this is something actually really, really cool, is if I open a game on my phone, right? This is a Spark 9. So I will use my phone now as a controller, and I will play on the big screen. So I will play a game, and I will just use my phone as a controller. Someone making the sound effect for the call? Don't judge my driving, forgive the bad driving, so I was just trying to do this thing. Okay, so this is something that no other laptop can do. You can use your phone as literally a controller and play on the big screen. Actually, the touch I was doing on the phone, I can do it still on the big laptop, but it will be a little weird if you're touching the control on the laptop screen. So, here we covered 4 different scenarios. This can be for professional use, if you're doing a text from one device to another. Also for professional use, if you're doing video editing. So for example, you have some videos like shots on your phone. You want to copy it on the device, your laptop, to edit it. You just drag and drop, you move the videos from one place to another on the laptop. Or if you have something on the laptop, you want to put it on your phone, again with one tap.
Do you need to have the Huawei phone to be able to connect with another?
That's actually a really good question. So for this function to use, you need either P30 Pro, P40 Pro, Mate 20 Pro, or P20 Pro. So these are only supported for the flagships of Huawei right now, and then later on it will be supported for any Huawei device that supports NFC. So it only works on Huawei phones. As you remember, when I started my presentation, I said the Huawei ecosystem. So all the devices work in harmony with each other. Okay? So this is the multi-screen collaboration, or Huawei Share. Huawei Share also is a way to send files between 2 phones. It uses Wi-Fi direct, so it's much faster than Bluetooth. Okay? So back to the presentation. Okay guys, so here this is the third product we have today. Huawei Soundex. It's a smart speaker or a smart sound system. Some of you might know Viviale. This is a French brand. It's an audio technology company. It's very famous of making sound speakers and amplifiers, really high quality sound speakers and amplifiers. And here, as you can see, there are the 3 more important points about the Soundex. The brilliant sound, you have the premium design, and the ease of use. So, let's talk about the sound quality first. The sound quality here, as you can see, I'll show you the Soundex later. The sound quality here, you have 2 big subwoofers on each side of the Soundex, and down here in the mesh part, you have 8 speakers. So this means it's omnidirectional. So when you put one of these in one room or one house, you can throw a small party with this, because it sends the sound in each direction. So it's really high quality sound. Then you have the ease of use. Just with one tap, you can connect it to your phone. You play the music just with one tap.